Welcome to Pattaya True Crime, where we recap some of the dark and chilling crimes and unfortunate events that has happened in Pattaya City and the surrounding areas. Warning: listener discretion is advised. This podcast explores graphic content and disturbing themes that might not be suitable for all audiences. Righto, welcome back to Pattaya True Crime. This will be episode 39 after the long-awaited absence. Well, not long-awaited absence, but I've been absent for a bit. Righto, I do have a little bit of an explanation. Between work, I was working pretty flat out, and shit reception where I was working. Kind of fell off the perch a wee bit, but we're back. We're bloody back. Righto. Glad you stuck around and not gave up on me. I didn't give up on yous. Just had a wee bit of a break. Anywho, we'll get into it. Episode 39, we've got a bit on. This episode, pretty much all about road accidents. We'll get this one out the way. Got an organised cockfighting ring bust up. Some teens go at it. Teen gang. And, yeah, pretty much car accidents. Rightio. Let's go. Number 1, authorities raid illegal gambling den in Pattaya as gamblers scatter in chaos. 22 people arrested. Banglamung Chonburi. Administrative officials and police stormed an illegal cockfighting ring in Naklua sub-district, sending dozens of gamblers fleeing in a panic and resulting in the arrest of 22 suspects. The raid took place at 1:30 p.m. at a large corrugated metal arena surrounded by wire mesh fencing inside the... What the hell does that say? I hope you missed me because I'm here to fuck up every bloody sentence. Okay. The Huatung community on Mu 6. There we go. So led by the Banglamung district chief, the operation was executed by senior district officials alongside police officers, led by Police Lieutenant Colonel, Deputy Chief of Suppression, Banglamung Police Station, and Police Lieutenant Colonel, Deputy Chief of Investigation. Cool. Acting on repeated public complaints that the venue was used for high-stakes cockfighting, authorities sent an undercover agent to monitor the site, infiltrating. This gets pretty funny, kind of. So intelligence confirmed 3 scheduled bouts with bets of 11,000 baht per fight. It's getting up there. Check this out. P Barbecue versus Mang Korn Pet, 2 fights. P Barbecue versus Suwanakorn, 1 fight. Wonder what the P stands for. They're the roosters, obviously, but P Barbecue. Shit. Righto. So when the joint force arrived in unmarked vehicles, gamblers immediately recognised the approaching cars and officials. As the officials stormed the arena, chaos erupted. Dozens of gamblers instantly turned into sprinters, scattering in every direction. Wonder how P Barbecue got along. Probably really quick. Several men crashed straight through mesh wire fencing, suffering cuts and bruises, while others bolted into the nearby woods or jumped into water to escape. Despite the frantic getaway attempts, police and administrative officers managed to round up 22 suspects. And yeah, it's like something out of a movie. Crashing through walls and fences and jumping in water. So the evidence that was seized was 4 fighting cocks, 2 pair that were in the ring when the raid began, the complete cockfighting pit and surrounding arena, numerous cockfighting accessories and care equipment, betting ledgers. Search of vehicles belonging to gamblers found no additional illegal items. There you go. All 22 arrested individuals, a mix of gamblers and organisers, were taken to the Banglamung police station, where they faced charges of illegal gambling and operating/participating in unauthorised cockfighting. The 4 roosters and all equipment remaining in police custody as evidence. Cockfighting remains strictly prohibited under Thailand's Gambling Act, BE 2478, 1935, with penalties of up to 3 years imprisonment, a fine of up to 5,000 baht, or both, for participants and organisers. No good. It is allowed only for specific licensed and approved cultural events without gambling. Authorities stated the raid was part of an ongoing crackdown on underground gambling dens in Pattaya and the Bangalore area. There you go. Well, P Barbecue might have a chilled life after this. Hopefully not end up on the barbecue. God, that was a shit joke. Anyway, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while. Number 2. Teen gang clash in Pattaya turns violent with firecracker bombs, machetes, and young teen shot in the lung. Bloody hell. A late night confrontation between rival teenage gangs in Pattaya escalated into chaos early in the morning when homemade ping pong bombs were thrown, machetes brandished, and finally a gunshot rang out that pierced a teen boy's arm and lung, leaving him in a critical condition. It's no good. The incident occurred shortly after 2 a.m. in Nong Mai Kaun Road near 17, under jurisdiction of Nong Pru Police. Police Lieutenant Deputy Patrol Commander of the Pattaya City Police Station was on routine crime prevention patrol along Sukhumvit Road when a group of panicked teenagers, aged 13 to 18 years old, flagged him down in front of the shopping centre on the inbound to Chonburi Lane. One boy was bleeding heavily from a gunshot wound to his left arm and that had passed through his lung. Fuck me. No good. He was rushed to a local hospital in a critical condition. According to witnesses and the injured youths, the trouble began when several rival teen gangs had arranged to settle a score at the Nong Mai Kian Market Road. So a separate group of teens were simply riding around for fun, happened to pass by the gathering. One of the passers-by, a 16-year-old boy, identified only as Bass. He told police that both sides were allegedly chasing and swinging machetes at each other when someone, he is unsure of what side, began throwing ping pong bombs. Suddenly there were explosions everywhere, he said. My friend pulled out a knife to swing at someone chasing us, but I stopped him because I wasn't sure if it was even one of the rivals. Bloody wild. Then 3 guys on a black Honda PCX rode up, pulled a gun, and fired. The bullet hit my friend in the middle of the group. Bloody hell. So the 13 boy we call you, who was riding with the injured victim, gave a similar account to reporters. He reckoned we were just cruising around and saw a big group looking like they were waiting for a fight with someone else. We only glanced over while passing, and suddenly a ping pong bomb was thrown at us. We tried to escape, but they chased us, shot my friend, punched 2 others, and then put the gun in my face and was asked, which group are you kids from? I was too scared to answer, you reckon. The girlfriend of the boy who was shot added that as the group passed each other on the road, someone from the rival group shouted, "You looking for trouble? All over, or I'll shoot." Moments later, the gun was fired. Bloody wild, isn't it? So witnesses described at least 30 teenagers on the road that night, belonging to multiple groups, causing confusion over who was fighting whom, and leading innocent bystanders to be caught in the crossfire. Pattaya police have coordinated with Nong Pru Police Station to investigate the scene. Officers are waiting for the critically injured boy to stabilise before taking full statements and filing formal charges. Authorities say they will pursue charges of attempted murder, illegal possession of firearms and explosives, and assault against the suspects once they are identified. Police urge parents to monitor their children at night time, warning that gang rivalries involving weapons are becoming increasingly common in the Pattaya area. Yeah. Fuck. Jesus. Anyway, not much more. Righto, number 3. Car crash. So car crashes through Pattaya house wall, traps showering homeowner in the bathroom rubble with serious injuries. It's definitely not good. A white Toyota Vios sedan ploughed through a residential fence and slammed into a house in the Nongpru sub-district early in the morning, causing a concrete wall to collapse and seriously injuring the homeowner, who was trapped inside the bathroom. The incident happened around 7 a.m. at Move 5 in the something village on Soy 4. God. One day. Rescue teams from the Sawang Bulibun Rescue Foundation and Nongpru Police rushed to the scene after receiving reports that people were trapped under fallen debris. Rescuers found the car embedded in the front of the 2-story house. The male driver, whose identity had not been released by law enforcement, was trapped in the wreckage and appeared dazed. He told officers he blacked out and could not remember what happened. Inside the house, 3 people were injured. 2 family members sustained minor injuries and were taken to the local hospital immediately. Far out. The 3rd victim, the homeowner's wife, was buried under collapsed concrete while showering in the bathroom. That'd be no good, would it? So rescue workers used hydraulic cutting tools in a difficult operation to free her before rushing her to a hospital in serious condition. Homeowner described the terrifying moments to reporters. He reckoned, "I woke up to take my daughter to school and was waiting for my wife to finish showering when I heard a tremendous crash. I ran to the front door but could not open it because the car had rammed right across it." Fuck. He said his mother-in-law and daughter were also injured in the accident, while his wife remained trapped longest under the bathroom rubble. He was uninjured. So police have taken the driver for alcohol and drug testing and are examining nearby CCTV footage to determine the exact cause of the crash. The damaged house and vehicle have been secured and investigation is ongoing. Fuck that. Having a shower and next minute, fuck, crash. That would really suck. Carrying on to number 4. Foreigner accused of poisoning pets spark outrage in Chonburi. Locals in Sudahip are up in arms after a foreign national allegedly poisoned numerous dogs and birds in a neighbourhood alley. Security cameras captured a disturbing incident where a man threw pieces of meat near a drain. The meat was later consumed by a dog named King Kong. The following day, King Kong, along with 30 birds, were found dead in Mu 1, Na Jomtien. Fucking prick. The owner of King Kong and another dog named Auto provided CCTV footage to the Na Jomtien police station, claiming the man intentionally poisoned the animals. She emphasised that her dogs were all well behaved, urging that any grievances should have been addressed through dialogue rather than harmful actions. Too bloody right. So she described the foreigner as a long-term resident with a Thai wife, known for causing issues in the area. Despite this troubling behaviour, many locals have avoided conflict with him out of fear, I suppose. Fucking hell. What a dick. She also pointed out that other pets, including cats and dogs, have mysteriously vanished recently, but until now, no concrete evidence was available. She is determined to seek justice and plans to pursue the matter legally. Yeah, good. Fucking poisoning dogs, you cunt. Anyway, that's enough of that one. Number 5. No, it's not all car accidents. We've got a few here. Bit far behind, so there. We'll do the next few, yeah. Next few episodes will just be some old stuff, and then we'll skip forward to the recent stuff. We'll just try and pump out a couple so we can get back into the swing of things. Righto, number 5. Pattaya police arrest drunk cannabis shop owner after knife wielding rampage sparked by missing wife delusion. Missing wife delusion. Haven't heard that one before. So a 40-year-old Thai man who owns a cannabis shop on Pattaya 2nd Road was taken into custody late one night after he allegedly brandished a knife, smashed beer bottles and threatened neighbouring businesses while in an alcohol and weed-fueled outburst. Police from Pattaya City Police Station were called to the scene near Soi 9 shortly after 10 p.m, following reports of a heavily intoxicated man causing a public disturbance. Officers arrived at the scene and found the suspect sitting on a plastic chair outside of his shop in an obvious state of extreme intoxication. Broken beer bottles and cannabis smoking paraphernalia were scattered across the footpath. The man was slurring his words and barely coherent. He was searched and taken to the Pattaya City Police Station to sober up. Through tears and rambling, the man claimed he had lost control because of severe stress. His wife had left him months earlier, and he had become convinced that staff from the tattoo shop next door had helped her run away. In his rage, he admitted to smashing bottles and striking himself on the head with one, but insisted that he had not harmed anyone else. The 33-year-old owner of the tattoo shop, she gave a very different account. Righto, what'd she say? She told reporters that the man had been drinking heavily in front of his shop since late afternoon. He suddenly stormed into her shop, accusing her boyfriend of hiding or obstructing his missing wife. Wow, not obstructing, sorry. Hiding or abducting his missing wife. An allegation she described as completely baseless. Might be all the grog he's drinking. So, after being asked once to leave, he returned minutes later wielding a knife, causing customers and staff to fear for their lives. Frightened for their safety, she ran to the nearest police box to request urgent assistance. She stated that while she had not known the man casually for months and there had never been violent behaviour from him before, but she now intends to press charges to the fullest extent of the law. Police have charged the man initially with causing a public disturbance. He remains in custody. Investigators are reviewing CCTV footage from the area and taking further statements from witnesses. If the footage confirms he was carrying a knife in public or issued credible threats, additional charges are expected to follow. Officers added that the case will be handled strictly in accordance with the law to ensure both public safety and fairness to all parties involved. There you go. Done. Number 6. 2 Russians, 2 Iraqis injured in motorbike accident in Pattaya. Police say the Iraqis were going the wrong way on Sukhumvit Road. Fuck me. So, at 10 past midnight, Pattaya City Police Station received a report of a motorcycle collision with multiple injuries on Sukhumvit Road in front of Underwater World. Volunteers from Sawang Wulipun were immediately dispatched to the scene. At the scene, they found a black Honda Scoopy lying on its side, heavily damaged. The rider, a Russian male tourist, around 30 years old, suffered abrasions all over his body. His passenger, a Russian woman, was lying injured on the road with severe pain in her left leg and multiple abrasions. Not good. A short distance away was an opposing vehicle, I should say, a white Honda Click, also damaged. That was ridden by Iraqi male tourist around 30 to 40 years old with another Iraqi man as a passenger. They both sustained abrasions across their bodies. Rescue personnel provided first aid for all 4 injured at the scene. The Russian woman, who was in severe leg pain, was taken to a nearby hospital for further treatment. Eyewitnesses told police that the Honda Click ridden by the Iraqi tourist was travelling the wrong way against traffic on the road when it struck head-on with the Russian tourist motorcycle that was travelling in its proper lane, resulting in the crash of all 4 people being injured. Yeah. Right, so police are reviewing CCTV footage from the area to proceed with legal action accordingly. The tourist involved will seek medical treatment before facing further interviews with police. Right, yeah. Dickheads. You shouldn't even be on a motorbike if you don't know which way you're meant to be riding, I suppose. Not I suppose. It's pretty obvious. Anywho, keep me opinions minimal. Number 7. So 3 young teenagers critically injured after crashing motorcycle into a pickup truck in Pattaya. That would suck. So 3 teenagers were left fighting for their lives late on a Friday night after the motorcycle they were riding crashed head-on into a pickup or ute at a Y junction in the Banglamung district. Fuck, Jesus. So the accident happened around 10:30 p.m. at a Y intersection. Yeah, I can't pronounce that. I'm still not proofreading this before I start talking, dickhead. Anyway, so the Sawang Buli Bun Rescue Foundation in Pattaya received the emergency call and immediately dispatched rescue teams and medical personnel from Pattaya Hospital and Pattaya City. And from Pattaya City Hospital to the scene. Rescuers arrived to find 3 youths, 2 girls and 1 boy, all believed to be aged between 13 and 15, lying seriously injured on the road. The boy was found unconscious and had no pulse. The 13-year-old girl was also unconscious with no detectable pulse. Another 13-year-old girl suffered a severe compound fracture to her upper left leg. Bloody hell. Rescue workers and paramedics performed CPR on the 2 unconscious victims while providing emergency first aid to the 3rd before rushing all 3 to hospital in critical condition. Bloody hell. Nearby lay a heavily damaged red Honda Wave motorcycle with parts scattered all across the road. The other vehicle, a blue Toyota used for selling sugarcane juice, had significant front end damage. The 59-year-old driver of the Toyota waited, uninjured, at the scene to speak with police. He told officers he was driving from the Rongpo area towards Takiantia and was turning onto the Y junction when the motorcycle suddenly appeared at high speed. He claimed the motorcycle had no headlight, making it impossible to see until the moment of impact, which sent all 3 riders flying in different directions. CCTV footage from the intersection later revealed a slightly different sequence. Oh, fuck. Here we go. The motorcycle, carrying 1 male rider and 2 female passengers, was travelling straight at speed while the pickup truck made a sudden turn across its path, resulting in a violent T-bone collision that hurled the teenagers through the air. Well, there you go. No good. So officers from Banglamung Police Station are examining the scene, collecting evidence and reviewing CCTV recordings to determine the exact cause of the crash and any potential charges. All 3 teens remain in critical condition at the time of this release. Like, that's no good. So at first you think it was the young kids doing something wrong, but yeah, old mate and his ute fucking turned in front of them. Anyway, hope they're all right. Number 8, fatal motorcycle crash in Pattaya. An air conditioning technician was killed and his colleague seriously injured. The 45-year-old man was killed and his 30-year-old workmate seriously injured in a late night collision between a motorcycle and a van in the Pattaya sub-district of Banglamung. The accident happened at approximately 11:06 p.m. Rescue workers, medical staff and police rushed to the scene after receiving reports of the motorcycle crashing into the van, resulting in injuries and a fatality. At the scene, next to a high voltage electricity pole on the roadside, respondents found a heavily damaged blue Honda Wave laying overturned. Nearby lay the rider. He had suffered severe injuries and was barely breathing and was lying in a pool of blood. Back. So rescue workers and medics performed CPR, pardon me, in an attempt to save his life, but he succumbed to his injuries at the scene. Poor bugger. Authorities cordoned off the area and covered the body with a white sheet to preserve the scene. Not far, the pillion rider, 30-year-old man, who is also an air conditioning technician, was found injured beside the electricity pole. He had a broken leg and multiple abrasions across his body. Rescue teams provided first aid, urgently transferring him to the hospital. The other vehicle involved was a white Toyota van, showing damage to its right front bumper from the impact. The 43-year-old driver remained at the scene to talk with police. According to the injured passenger, he and his workmate were riding home after work, following the van in a straight lane. As the motorcycle rider attempted to overtake on the right, the van simultaneously signalled and turned right into a convenience store, causing the motorcycle to sideswipe the van and crash. Fucking hell. So the van driver stated he was driving straight, slowed down, and activated his right turn signal to enter the convenience store. Vehicles behind yielded, but the motorcycle rider approached at high speed and collided forcefully with his vehicle. He immediately stopped and called for assistance. Huat police investigated the scene and documented evidence and plan to review CCTV footage to determine the exact cause of the accident and ensure fairness to all parties. No good. Rest in peace, mate. So, righto, carrying on. Number 9. Foreign national severely injured in late night motorcycle crash in Pattaya. The foreign man narrowly escaped amputation after his motorcycle slammed into the rear of a parked pickup truck in Pattaya late on a Saturday night. The accident occurred at around 11:30 p.m. on Thepprasit Road, near the entrance to Soi Thepprasit 6. Police Lieutenant Deputy Investigator at Pattaya City Police Station received the report and coordinated with rescue volunteers from the Sawang Bulibun Foundation to rush to the scene. At the site, they found a bronze Nissan Navara parked on the roadside with a damaged rear. Nearby, a heavily wrecked red Honda Click motorcycle lay overturned on the road. The rider, identified as a Caucasian male, aged around 50 to 60 years old, suffered extensive abrasions across his body and a gruesome injury to his right leg. The limb was almost severed. Ouch. Rescue teams provided emergency first aid and rushed him to the local hospital. The force of the impact caused the motorcycle to skid further, colliding with another parked car belonging to a local resident. The vehicle's rider sustained minor arm abrasions but declined. So the vehicle's rider, or the driver, I suppose. Sorry, that just fucked me up. That vehicle's rider sustained a minor arm abrasion but declined hospital treatment after on-site care. No witnesses observed the moment of impact. Locals only heard a loud crash before discovering the injured man groaning in pain on the roadway and alerting emergency services. Preliminary investigation suggests the rider lost control and struck the parked car. So. Police plan to review CCTV to see what actually happened. Right. I'll save most of my comments for the end, I suppose. So number 10. This is a sad one. So, 2 young women killed in a tragic dawn motorcycle crash in Sriracha. The 2 young women were killed instantly after their motorcycle slammed into the rear of a parked truck trailer early in the morning in front of a prominent university in Sriracha. The fatal accident happened around 6:30 a.m. on the road in front of a well-known university. Emergency responders from the Sawang Pratap Sriracha Rescue Foundation received a report of a motorcycle colliding with a truck trailer, resulting in two severely injured individuals. Rescue teams, medical personnel from the Lam Shabang Hospital, and officers from Lam Shabang Police Station rushed to the scene. At the site, rescuers found an empty truck trailer parked on the roadside. The rear showed signs of impact damage. Nearby, a green Yamaha Grand Filano motorcycle was found overturned, with its front end completely destroyed. Two female victims suffered catastrophic head injuries and they didn't have any helmets on. Fuck. Medical teams confirmed both had died at the scene. One of the victims was identified as a 20-year-old from the Klong Thai district in Trat province. Hopefully I said that right. She was a higher vocational certified student in the tourism of Trat Technical College. Poor thing. So the second woman could not be immediately identified due to lack of documents, but she had a nightclub stamp from a venue in South Pattaya on her right arm, suggesting recent nightlife activity. A mobile phone recovered from the scene was actively using GPS navigation directed towards Pattaya. Investigators believe the pair were heading to a location in Pattaya after a night out and may have been distracted by looking at the GPS, failing to notice the parked truck in time. Higher speed is suspected to be a contributing factor. The truck driver, 42-year-old man, told police he had delivered goods to the port and parked on the roadside to take a break while waiting for his next assignment. He heard a loud impact and rushed to find the two women laying injured on the footpath. He noted the collision sounded extremely forceful, indicating high speed. Police documented the scene, interviewed the driver, and arranged for the bodies to be transferred to the Lam Shabang Hospital for autopsy. Authorities are continuing their investigation into the circumstance surrounding the crash. Fucking no good. Rest in peace, ladies. It's very sad. Righto, number 11. Dutch tourist killed after an early morning motorcycle crash into a parked trailer in Pattaya. 54-year-old Dutch tourist was killed in a single vehicle accident early on a Wednesday morning when he lost control of his motorcycle and crashed into a parked trailer on the road skirting Map Pra Chung Reservoir. Oh, I got that right. Police were alerted to the incident at approximately 1 a.m. Police Lieutenant, Deputy Investigator at Nongpuru Police Station coordinated with rescue volunteers from the Sawang Bulibun Foundation in Pattaya to respond immediately. At the scene, responders found a heavily damaged black Yamaha motorcycle lying in the middle of the road. About 10 metres away lay the body of the victim, described as a heavy-set foreign male wearing a white and black jacket and black shorts. Rescue personnel attempted CPR, but he tragically succumbed to his injuries at the scene. The body was covered with a white sheet and the area secured. Nearby, a ute with an attached trailer was parked on the roadside. The trailer's rear tyre showed clear signs of impact damage, with the tyre burst believed to be the point of collision. The owner, 40-year-old man, told police he was resting upstairs in his home when he witnessed the crash. He observed the motorcycle rider travelling at high speed before he veered, sparked against the road and overturned, ultimately striking the trailer parked in front of his house. So he's gone pretty quick. Stacked it. Poor bugger. So investigators conducted a thorough examination of the scene, photographing evidence for records. They plan to review CCTV footage to determine the exact cause of the incident. The victim's body was transferred to the hospital pending contact with relatives for religious rites. Another one, rest in peace. Poor bugger. Righto, number 12. European and an Arab tourist brawled in Pattaya. in the street after motorcycle sideswipe. A chaotic street fight erupted between the tourists in central Pattaya on a Saturday night, following a minor motorcycle collision that quickly escalated into a full-blown brawl, leaving several injured, including a pregnant woman caught in the crossfire. The incident occurred around 9 p.m. on South Pattaya Road near the Tukhom Pattaya building in Muten. Pattaya City Police Station received reports of the foreigners fighting in the middle of the road and dispatched patrol officers. Righto. Upon arrival, officers found two groups, two European, possibly Iceland or Ireland, with conflicting reports, and an unspecified number of Arab nationals, chasing and punching each other in a disorderly melee, witnessed by shocked onlookers. Local residents and Thai bystanders attempted to intervene and break up the fight before the police gained control of the situation. Both parties sustained injuries from punches exchanged. Right. A motorcycle taxi driver who witnessed the incident told police he was unsure of the exact details, but saw the groups sideswipe each other. Another on their motorcycle, leading to the heated argument that rapidly turned physical. He and fellow drivers shouted for assistance to separate the lot until authorities arrived. The pregnant woman, a foreigner, was struck during the chaos, seemingly trying to stop the parties from fighting, I should say. I don't know, bite my tongue. Hang on, so rescue personnel provided first aid on site and rushed her to a nearby hospital for urgent treatment. She was trying to break them up and got knocked to the ground. Police detained all involved parties and transported them to Pattaya City Police Station for further questioning to determine the precise cause of the dispute. Legal proceedings will follow in accordance with Thai law. Names and ages of the dickheads involved were not released, although they appeared to be around 30 to 35 years old. Both sides reportedly blamed each other for the incident and the fight. Police plan to interview everyone involved, closely reviewing CCTV footage and bystander videos, witness statements, to determine liability and legal fault, including the injured pregnant woman. So, right, I saw the video. It was a while back because I haven't done this for a bit. But, and it's not sexist or anything like that, but if there's guys scrapping ladies, just stay out the way, eh? Especially if you're pregnant, don't get in the way, because men are throwing and chucking their weight around. Don't go near them because you're more than likely to get knocked over. Without sounding like a cunt. But yeah, just stay the fuck out of it. Anyway, that'll do us. Pretty much all of those, like, rest in peace to everyone. It's all tragic, but here's my little 2 cents. Just don't fucking speed. If you're driving at the normal speed limit or even slower than the speed limit, you see shit coming and you won't get clipped. You won't end up getting hurt or unfortunately killed. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Righto, that's it. It's all done. It's episode 39. We'll be back very shortly with another one. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you enjoy it. And yeah, until next time, stay safe out there, people. Stay safe.